Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Heat in Miami. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Also joining us tonight is League Insider Shams Charania. Shams, we appreciate you being here for this one.
Always a pleasure, B.A. Thanks for having me drop by.
Brought your A game, I'm sure, partner.
A lot to talk about, B.A.
Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Launches a three. He buries it from three.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate. Outside shooter.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Towns. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Hart passes to Brunson over Mitchell. And that one no good to start off the night. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, B.A., it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well-managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide-open league right now, B.A.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. Miami shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Brunson. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. New York, again, can't hit.
Well, it's early on in this one. Only one basket to speak of. There is time to start working together.
It's Adebayo, high post. Towns on him. Mitchell. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Brunson outside. And again, the Knicks missing.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Outside Jaquez. Count it. One for one to start the game. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive. Drive. That desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Here's Mitchell following the bucket by the Knicks. Anunoby covering. Pass to Adebayo. And Finished off by Adebayo.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Here's Hart. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Anunoby for three. Counted from distance. Anunoby's got 6.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Mitchell, a screen on Bridges. Here's Powell. Brunson against Mitchell. And it's in there. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Bridges outside. Anunoby for 3. Rebound Miami. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. Here's Powell. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Bridges. Now Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Powell pulls it in.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Miami making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Here's Adebayo. After New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. And again, no good by Miami. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Erik Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot, that's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's Miami now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. New York making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, New York.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Out to the right wing. Fires the three. Some solid defense from Brunson. The Knicks have got 6 of 14 in so far. Clarkson finds Hart. And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Brunson's got 11 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Heat trail by 3. Smith passes to Wiggins. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Yeah, at 6'11", 250 pounds, Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
Fontecchio outside. No good on the 3. New York with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Brunson outside. Knocks down the long J. And now an 8-point Knick lead.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Oh, a nice play by Andrew Wiggins as he scores.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And a deep 3 from Brunson. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Shams.
A ton of action in Texas. Cooper Flag to Dallas, Dylan Harper to San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon. There's the 3. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Yakachonis. It's Wiggins on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Back to Clarkson. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. New York again can't hit. Here's Yakachonis. Pass to Adebayo. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wiggins against Bridges. Back to Robinson. Fires the 3. And the Knicks miss again. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Larson. Here's Ware. Still without a bucket. Hits the trifecta. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player. but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
Here's Adebayo. And too long on the shot. Knicks leading by 7. Anunoby on the wing. Hounded by Wiggins. Towns for 3. The rebound by Ware. For Miami, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Larson. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to Anunoby. The 3. Rebound Miami. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Towns passes to Alvarado. Now here's Anunoby. And the Knicks, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for New York. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Here's Mitchell. Off the inbound. And they pick up 2. Mitchell's got 6.
That is a great inbounds play design and flawless execution.
Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. From outside the arc. And the Knicks, another 3.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Now Powell takes a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Launches it. He drops it from range. Brunson's got 9 points in the quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Jaquez. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, he's an intriguing, unique player. Jaime Jaquez has an ability to slow the game down and get the pace to his liking.
Nails it from 3. Brunson's got 26.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? All right, Shams, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Mitchell finds Powell. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Clarkson. And here's Brunson from the arc. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Mitchell. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Jaquez. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Brunson. The three is up. Unable to get that one. 1 second left. That one is off. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break.
58.
Hello, everybody.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence.
That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Neal.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Good work there as it goes. 6 points for him. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Brunson looks it over. New York working the ball around now. Oh, got a piece of it. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jaquez no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Number 5, the Knicks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Outside Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Brunson. From deep. Now pulls it in.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
And the 2025 postseason showing how far the Heat have to go, Lex.
That was a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs by a record combined margin of 122 points. Then again, over the regular season, Cleveland did win 27 more games, so the outcome wasn't entirely surprising.
They get it back. Yep, that one goes. Adebayo's got 10 points.
Just non-stop work. Adebayo's effort is getting rewarded.
Here's Brunson outside. And again for three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And Powell with the stuff.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. It's scooped up. Back to Adebayo. No good from outside. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. To the left wing. The three. Good. Another from three.
And with that make, he stands alone with the second most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. Here's Adebayo. The shot no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Brunson outside. And again for three.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Pass to Powell. Over Towns. And again, no good by Miami.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Powell against Bridges, looking to win the run. On target from range. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to...
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Adebayo. And some solid defense from Towns. Smooth sailing for New York. Bridges finds Brunson. Over Mitchell. And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. For three, Powell. Towns with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Bridges passes to Towns. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. And for the Heat, they're shooting 40% since the break. Fontecchio outside. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Larson. Fires from deep. No good there.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
From the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Shamet's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Ware in the high post. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's Brunson. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. This one for three. Good! Another from three.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though.
Well, Wiggins that time showing you a different dimension to his inside game, and that presents a challenge for the defense.
And the Knicks call time here. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brunson outside. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Rozier gets the bucket.
He has added a little floater over the years. Terry Rozier showing you great versatility.
Here's Brunson outside. Drops in the three.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's Brunson outside. And again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. And so it's the New York Knicks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they're three. And we return to the action as the single-game record for three-pointers is being rewritten.
Give this man his flowers. He is putting on a game for the ages.
Adebayo and Ware together inside. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Larson in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Pass to Fontecchio. 6 to shoot. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Shamet. Here's the three. Adebayo grabs the board. And the Heat with possession. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Here's Wiggins, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, his team loves to see that. Wiggins attacking with force.
Here's Shamet. And again, the Knicks missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Alvarado, the pass to Shamet. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Here's Robinson. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Wiggins. The three is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in the game. And there's the drive. And the shot by Upcordy, no good.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
Here's Fontecchio. No good with the triple.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Shamet, no good.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Wiggins. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
Well, Wiggins always has had the potential to be a threat on any given night to put up a huge number. A consistent scorer who can raise his level of play.
Now a timeout called by New York. Powell, he's checked in for Miami. New York also changing it up. Dadier, he's checked in for Huck 40. And it's McBride in for Clarkson. Here's Dadier, hounded by Adebayo. Here's Shamet. Hits a three-pointer.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
You know, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Outside McBride. Jacks up a three. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Here's Larson. McBride covers. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Plenty of space. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Well, you've got to love the confidence Adebayo has developed on that mid-range shot.
New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's Alvarado. Off target from three-point range.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot. What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Shamet. Gets the three to fall. Shamet's got 9 points here in the second half.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Here's Larson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smooth sailing for New York. McBride on the wing. Takes the three. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Powell outside. Ware in the post. Working on Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Larson. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Jaquez drives in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, that's a hard drive, but Jaquez Jr. showing patience at the same time, finding a way to navigate his way to the rim.
Back to Shamet. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Mitchell, good.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And the Knicks call time here. They lead by 29. It's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. From behind the arc. Oh, another one falls.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Miami has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Powell passes to Adebayo. No good on the shot. And some solid defense from Towns.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it. and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Hart can't hit. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Mitchell. Hart pulls it in. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Fires for 3. He got it again! Sensational!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation.
잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선 내 속대론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절.
Up next, the Bucks taking on the Knicks. For Milwaukee, 2 wins and 1 loss to start the season. They want to maintain that winning track. Knicks, Bucks, our tip-off just moments away. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to find their form.
So the New York starting 5. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1. And for the Bucks, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. A handful of games now played this season, Clark. What can these teams take away from their first few games?
You know, Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, you start to see what is and is not working. I think you can begin to adjust accordingly once you have that data. Also a sense of knowing the season is long, no need to overreact. Stay even-keeled and keep your eye on improvement and progress. That's a reminder that Brunson is an effective threat off the ball as well.
Antetokounmpo against Towns. Bridges with the steal. Pass to Hart. From deep, Brunson. And another 3 for New York.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Now here's Giannis. His last outing with 20 points. They get the rebound. There's Porter with the three. Poke loose. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Hart from deep. Sinks the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Kuzma outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Hey, guys, no better answer than that. Right back at you. Kuzma not taking any time getting those points back.
On deep, Brunson drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 9 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now, here's Portis. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Anunoby, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Jalen Brunson.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Giannis. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Kuzma's got his second basket.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Back to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
From deep, Brunson, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball. And he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Bucks number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Portis against Robinson. Kuzma passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists. And blocks for the Bucks.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee, trailing here by 8. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Brunson. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5. Makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here is Bridges, following Kyle Kuzma's 3. Pulls it up. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Brunson's got 20 points.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
He sure is. 7 for 7 already, and he just looks to be on a different level than everybody else right now.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Bridges.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. Prince looking around. Here's Trent. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
How about the work inside that time by Trent Jr.? Just taking what the defense gives him.
And here's Brunson outside. Another 3 for New York.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now, here's Trent. Yes, that goes in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Back to Bridges. Out to the wing. New York moving it around. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And Turner kicks to Zhang. Pass to Trent. Now Nance. On its way from Turner for 2. And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We've got Gary Trent. Zhang is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Green in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Gary Harris is checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for New York. Cordy's checked in. Now Harris. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Prince can't hit. Outside Robinson. Pass to Cordy. And here is Bridges. Latrey hands it from downtown. Bridges has got 6.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Harris outside. Here's Trent, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Over to the left wing. Clarkson passes to Bridges. Puts up a 3, and another 3 for New York.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Now let's go to the sidelines for a report on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Allie, what are they telling you there?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Milwaukee did provide some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
Bobby Portis is checked in from Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jang. Here's Rollins. Hasn't made one yet. Portis sets the pick for Kuzma. Outside Portis. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Robinson passes to Anunoby. Nailed from three-point land. Anunoby's got 9 points.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the Bucks miss again.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Robinson passes to Anunoby. The offensive rebound. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 20. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's